me no care, she a hoover. I bet for make ya girl over. She said she begs, say we never met sooner. Me say you good, she say you know you're too raw. She give me quick, so me never catch blue. She say I'm my own, you're the two half. This I can't learn in a school class. Slide me, you slide and a move out. 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 And a move out, and a move out. Slide me, you slide and a move out. Slide me, you slide and a move out. Celebrate life. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year pandem. Yeah. One vibe. Give thanks for life. Next year we doing it again. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. If it's your birthday, big up yourself, you know. More life to your count with day till the end. Yeah. Real from the heart, no pretend. Big birthday, hush. If I ever panic, come Yeah. Where the Leos at? Where the Leos at? Yeah. Where the Leos them there? Celebrate life, celebrate life. Turn up the sound, man. We got a party tonight. Yeah. Let's go. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year pandem. Yeah. Go on a vibe. Give thanks for life. Next year we doing it again. Yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Whoa. One more year pandem. Yeah. More life to your count day till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend. Big birthday, bash. If I ever pan the ground, nigga, splash. Give thanks for your life, oh gosh. Watch it, them make me go dip in at the stash. Drink and smoke so we frost. Turn up the sound box. Girl, them a bubble to the max. Everything well, cool and relax. So we send out the location. They a pass spot. We a pop champagne non-stop, yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year pandem. Yeah. Go on a vibe. Give thanks for life. Next year we doing it again, yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Whoa. One more year pandem. Yeah. More life to your count day till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend. Yeah. Still I live, so we loving life. It's another year, so we are rejoice. Be a family around, we not paranoid. Gratitude is a must, so make we build a vibe. Yeah, the most I prayer, we not go without. If I'm negative, me tell you love it out. Heart clean with health and strength when you are worried about. While the most I blessing you, yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Yeah. One more year pandem. Yeah. Go on a vibe, give thanks for life. Next year we doing it again, yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Whoa. One more year pandem. More life to your count day till the end. Real from the heart, no pretend. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend.
Amazing day. Let's get started. Hope you're ready.
Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. One more year pandem.
If you're celebrating a birthday, big up yourself one time, yo. Long time we ain't come on a live stream, you know. I had to put on two pieces of clothes on.
Can you not hear me? I'm not sure my sound coming through. Is my sound coming through?
We can hear you, but we can't hear the background.
All right, cool. Well, let's get into it. Let's get started. Hopefully, you guys have had a chance to look over this document. I said there is some points missing that we did identify. Those little points that was missing was news, and it was something else as well. It was news, and it was a little spelling mistake here and there. I think somewhere I said up and not down as well. Okay. Have a look at this. I'm going to show you a couple entries today, all right? I'm going to show you a couple entries today. Now, even though there is an entry here, I don't really want to trade this in this direction, okay? Not for this session. All right, let's get into it. Let's go and have a look at the look. All right, one second. Okay, one second. Composure. All right, composure. So let's have a look at this morning, all right, and let's have a look at the strategy, and let's have a look at understanding what the markets did, and let's see how this time-based, how we can take these trades based upon time, every time, all right, and be able to prosper in the markets. Okay. So so yeah, let's have a look. All right, let's have a look at these markets and see what's doing. There's one in particular I wanted to show you guys. All right, so have a look at Euro USD. Okay, this is Euro USD. Now you see what you can do, guys, is you can use Euro USD to sometimes to try and help inform GU and EU. Sometimes you can look at one and see things from the other, because they're kind of close cousins. All right, but I want you guys to us to have a look at this. All right, so we can see here that here is what coming from our Asian session. Coming from our Asian session over here, that red line. What is that red line representing? Let me rewind it, in fact. This is our Asian session. All right, let me change this red line because I've got lots of red lines. Let's make this a blue line. This is our Asian session. What does this blue line represent? What does the blue line represent?
Is it equal highs?
An equal high, and therefore, if it is an equal high, then what am I fishing for?
Liquidity.
Liquidity. Yeah, liquidity. Okay. Yes. All right. We can see that over here there was liquidity. This is our Asian session. We woke up in the morning. It's our Asian session. We woke up in the morning, and we can see this liquidity sitting above this high. Okay. In fact, let me even my camera on. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's do that. All right. So we can see liquidity above these equal heights. This is what's framed the session. All right. So we're sitting down and we're thinking to ourselves, all right, we can see some liquidity. The market, we understand that liquidity is the fuel of the markets. Okay. And, we've ultimately seen it here, and we're waiting. Look, this is 6 in the morning. We're waiting. We're having a look. Okay. Have a look. All right, wait a minute. Let's slow it down a little bit. It's going quick. And let's zoom in. So we understand from our rules and our guide is that we want to know the overall market direction. We do. Okay, yes, we do. We want to know the overall market direction. Give me a second, guys. We do want to know the overall market direction. Okay, we do want to know the overall market direction. Yeah, okay, we do want to know overall market direction of what this market's been doing on a larger time frame. On a larger time frame, have a look. Just by us drawing some lines in, we can see that the market's been bearish. The only issue for me here is I don't like the fact that we're kind of in the middle of this bigger range, these bigger white lines. Okay, but we can see over here that this market is here and making some lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs. Okay, that's what's happening in the market. All right, so we're looking at this, and we're looking at this strategy, this crushing the markets. all right, to be able to get in and out the markets pretty quickly, understanding liquidity, understanding how the markets move and react off of liquidity, all right? All right, so, sorry guys, I am just managing a trade, all right? All right, so we're watching this, have a look. It is in the morning time and we're waiting for our, identifying our high probability trading times. London, all right, if I zoom in on this so we can actually see what's going on, what I'm saying. London typically provides high volatility and liquidity between 7 a.m. and 9:30. Okay, so let's put a little line here, or let's understand where 7:30, or it's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna actually adjust, oh, sorry, it's at 7 a.m. Sorry, 7 a.m. to 9:30. All right, so around here. All right, so let's have a look. Candles, candles, candles. Ready? Get in there. Boom. All right. Boom. Let's see when that's booming. Let's have a look at the time. Oh, not even quite there. 6:57. Let's go. 7 o'clock. Boom. That we've just captured liquidity. All right. We've just taken liquidity at that time, and we've seen this is a reversal candlestick pattern. All right. And then this market is come and pushed down and broken, or pushing towards this minor structure. All right. I'm talking about this scenario. All right. Let's go. Some more candles. All right. I'm talking about that scenario. What is that? Have a look at it as a line chart if you can't see it. If it's too quick for you to see, you're going to have to get good at seeing it. Have a look at it in a line. Oh, let's move that out of the way. What is that? What do we call this? What do we call this? What do we call it? What do we call it? Have a look here. What do we call it? Come on, anybody? What do we call it? What do we call this here? Because we're looking for that, you know, liquidity to be taken. But when that liquidity is be taken, we're looking for manipulation. Yeah, and we said the manipulation pattern, and we identify M's or W's depending on which direction they're going on. So obviously, a manipulation M is that this shoulder is higher than the left shoulder. All right, this shoulder is higher than the left shoulder. If it was a W, then the right, I called it a shoulder, would be lower than the left shoulder. It would be like this. All right, not like this, okay, but like this. A manipulation W or a manipulation M. And it's just very interesting how we've seen the time, because the time is exactly, see when that yellow box started here? This is exactly 7 o'clock. We got that push up, taking liquidity. Have a look here. Find areas of liquidity. Only consider trades if liquidity is first swept. Only consider trades if liquidity is first swept. Okay? Only consider trades if liquidity is first swept. All right? And we can see how liquidity was swept. Okay, liquidity, this whole area here took that blue line of liquidity, which happened to be Asian session high. So once we can see that liquidity, so this is today, this is this morning, this is minutes ago, an hour ago, hour and a bit ago, okay? Then we want to see the leg out structure. This leg out breaking some previous structure. Now I'm on a small time frame, so the structure that we can, it's like this. We can see this structure on a smaller time frame. Yeah. Get good at seeing it. This is how the market's moving, making higher highs and higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And when we look at it for the time, understand that the time right now is 7 o'clock, that we've seen this yellow circle, this manipulation M taking liquidity. Then we see a strong leg out breaking some minor structure. Okay, then we are now going on to point step. We've seen 6. We're looking for strength and speed. This was strength and speed. All right, and then we're waiting for price to return. Where does price return to? Somebody tell me. Where does price like to return to? Somebody tell me where the price likes to return to.
Imbalance.
The imbalance. Price will return to the imbalance area where it broke structure. Here you can execute the trade in one of the following ways. So let's wait. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. At this point in time, have a look. Price has returned. We are either in this trade very aggressively, just covering the imbalance, or placing our stop above these highs for 2.1 pips. Maybe we're going to add on a little bit for our spread. Who knows? But for now, I'm going to leave it here. All right. And for now, I'm going to actually identify all of them how I used to do, showing you that this is the very aggressive entry here. This is the safer entry above the swing high. Okay. So at this point in time, when this came in here, we're in the trade. We are in the trade for 2 pips. All right, we're not in the trade. It's not even like to say we're in the trade for massive amounts. We are in this trade for 2 little pippies. Yeah, 2 little pippies is what we're in the trade for. Give me 8 seconds. 1 second. 2 little pips. We are in the trade for 2 little pips in here. All right, let's have a look and see what happens. Delicious. Now, what I'm showing you is not magic. What I'm actually showing you is this trade and how we got into this trade with a step-by-step guide. Yeah. Now you've seen this and understand that that you'll be able to execute this trade, because this is happening very quickly. Let's see where the trade actually runs to. It's going after liquidity. It's chasing those liquidities, chasing wherever the big, strong liquidity areas are, i.e. these were Asian session lows. And actually, this one actually goes nuts and keeps going, surpasses these lows, starts going to other liquidity areas. These little red lines are other liquidity areas from previous valleys, swing lows. That there will be liquidity at. But have a look. This trade from this morning, in a matter of minutes, less than a couple of hours, went nuts. We are talking, that's a 1 to 6 for the bigger one. For the smaller one, we're at 1 to 10. Just getting down here very, very quickly. Now, this is what I'm showing you, is that this can happen every day. If this was the only trade that you took from here to here, obviously we rolled off 50% when we got to a 1 to 3, and then we let the other 50% ride all the way down here to a 1 to 10. Take your money. Take your money. All right, you did well. All right, you did well. And have a look. As soon as we got down to that 1 to 10 level over here, which is where we said that we want to exit everything, all of our positions, take all our money, or when the market starts to indicate correct and continue against you, which we can see over there, get out of the trade. You should have been taking your 1 to 10 money here anyway. You would have been totally risk-free and you would have already rolled off 1.5%. But this went for 1 to 10 on the aggressive entry. And if we want to put our stop all the way above the high to a 1 to 6 or 1 to 7. All right. Either way, you're laughing. You're looking at your money that you risked $100 and you're $700 up. Yeah. Now, once we've grabbed liquidity, we know that at that point in time, we're anticipating a retracement. Let me say that again. Once we have grabbed liquidity, we are anticipating a retracement. Why? Because liquidity levels stay below swing highs and swing lows. Yeah. When the market takes a swing high, we're expecting a retracement. It takes a swing high, expecting a retracement. Yeah. So we understand that that's just how the markets move. Yeah. That's just how the market's moving. Obviously, there's smaller structure in here, taking some smaller liquidity, etc. Okay, but how, I'm gonna replay that one more time, and I'm gonna show you how on 7 o'clock. So what is this showing you? This shows you that you can wake up at 6:30, analyze these charts, see where the liquidity is, and if you see liquidity taken very quickly, yeah, even on a 1 minute time frame, and you see that there is a manipulation M in the way it took that. And sometimes it doesn't happen on the hour. Sometimes maybe that manipulation M might form over here. Might take the liquidity, decide to take it over here. But a lot of the time you do see it soon as markets open, boom, it happening. And if you see that manipulation M, if you can't see on the candles because you're finding it difficult to see it through the candles, which is fine, go to that line chart. Oops. Go to that line chart. Look, I'm having a look. The point I'm making to you here is make it easy for yourself, all right? Watch this. Make it easy for yourself. Oh, whoops. I'm looking all the way here. I'm looking here. Obviously, it's about location. When liquidity is swept, can I see a manipulation M here? No. Maybe there's a little wick over here. Can I see a manipulation here? Manipulation M here in this little area? No. When this liquidity is swept and then we've seen structure being broken, is there a liquidity, a manipulation M there? Yes. Bingo. Bingo. At that point in time, you're like, okay, I'm getting some of these ticks. I'm getting some of these things I'm waiting for. I'm getting, you know, and within my high probability trading time, I'm found in the area of liquidity, which is this blue line. We've tapped into that liquidity and the leg out structure has broken this structure here, though it be minor structure, but yes, it's broken it. It made a manipulation M with strength and speed. I'm waiting for price return. Price has returned. All right. Watch price return. You see, another thing you want to see here is you want to see price stabbing into the area, but then trying to close outside of the imbalance. Yeah, stabbed into the area, actually stabbed in about 50%, then closed outside. Yeah. Now, even if we was trading indication, correction, continuation, which you have the ability to do here, below this minor structure, this is an indication, this is a correction, then this candle closing below here, this level would be a continuation. So hence the reason why we said here, this is one of your entries. You could take an ICC entry, or you could take a limit order based upon the imbalance, or you could see a lovely candlestick pattern in here which confirms what the market's going to do. Maybe it's going to be this bearish engulfing candlestick pattern here after tapping into the imbalance. This is a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. There's a small candle, the body's been swallowed, bearish is closed below it. Either one of them allows you to take that trade. Not based upon guesswork, based upon a step-by-step rule-based system. Your stop loss, you're going to place it aggressively, like I said, either just covering the imbalance, you would have been fine. Medium, the last high, well, this last high is this area here, or you know, the lowest below this yeah, this is the mistake. I mean, it should be below or above, you know, the swing high or swing low. This is just talking about below it. These are, yeah, that's what the stop loss is here, just talking about below. That was the mistake, which I'm going to change in here, okay? It depends whether you're buying or selling, obviously below or above, okay? Would it let you take this trade? Targets, you go to a higher time frame, all right? You're going to say, okay, I'm in there, got in at a 1 minute time frame. Let me look at it on a 5 minute. Let me look at even at maybe a 15 minute and looking at where the liquidity is. I can see some potential areas here, little targets possibly here, yeah? Some targets here. I wouldn't use so many, but I would just be looking at liquidity below these Asian sessions as a real target. Why? Because targets, you're targeting liquidity zones. Liquidity zones is this Asian low over here, below this Asian low. Now there is liquidity below this wick here and this wick there is. So they're all semi-targets, yeah? Semi-TPs. But I'll be like, yeah, this market's gonna go for this liquidity. Yeah? And as you can see, nam, and then the market continue to go for that liquidity. And where else was there liquidity? Because I marked him before. Here are some red lines below coming from previous areas of liquidity. Let's have a look. Previous areas of liquidity here, all the way down to this major swing level over here. But these are all some areas on a slightly higher time frame where there's liquidity sitting below these lows. Because if I look at these lows on, for example, a 5-minute time frame, they look a bit more prominent. Yeah, can you see them looking a bit more prominent? If I look at them on a 1-minute time frame, they'll look even more prominent as an area where the market was higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Yeah. So that's the next little target that I'm looking at, thinking to myself, okay, is that market going to get to this next red line over here? Yes. Go in for liquidity. Now, once it takes this liquidity, I'm thinking, is this market going to go for this red line over here? I don't know when it's going to decide that its belly is full. I don't know when it's going to say its belly is full, but I'm watching to see what it does. This market got all the way down here to near this little liquidity level. Maybe I've drawn it wrong. Maybe it has just taken it. I'm going to check exactly how I drawn that. Make sure we're on point. It didn't quite take this little level here. No, it didn't. All right. It didn't quite take this level unless this is, but it did tap into the, yeah, it didn't quite take this level here. Not on a 5-minute time. Yeah, it did take this level. Maybe there might be something going on a smaller time frame, but I just can't bother to drop it down and go and have to drag all the way back on a minute time frame. Either way, it doesn't matter, because I'm saying to you, I'm still watching it, looking for what I look for. So it tapped in there, cool, boom. Once I start seeing this candlestick pattern here is a reversal candlestick pattern anyway on the 5-minute time frame. This is to be a concern. If I was in here for the sell and I start seeing this is a concern. Where have we seen any of these? Have we seen a candle that looks like this anywhere in its journey? Nope. This is an indice. Oh, tell a lie. Here. Okay. Yeah, but it's about location. This wasn't in the right location to be a concern. On another broker, this candle doesn't even exist. All right. So I'm not trying to say this is the be all and end all, because in another broker, this candle doesn't exist. I'm just saying that if we're watching this, if I drop my time frame down, have a look, and we start seeing this is indecision. This is like a conversation's being had now. Should we? Shouldn't we? Should we? Shouldn't we? I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. That's what's happening here. But at that point in time, you can say, listen, mate, I don't want to get involved in that conversation. I don't want to get involved in that little, backwards and to-ing and fro-in. I've got good profits right now. Furthermore, based upon our strategy, you're already out of the market. You're already, banked 1.5% plus, got to your 1 to 10. Yeah. But when you start seeing these candles doing this conversation here, I don't want to be involved in that argument. You just say, excuse me, my business, excuse me, I've got my money. Sorry, yeah, you guys can have your argument there. I'm going about my business. You've made great profits here. And like I said to you, if you took it in the instance of just covering the imbalance, which is fine, it's a 1 to 10 trade in. How long? In an hour. 1 to 10 in an hour. That's taking your 100 quid and making it 1,000 quid in 1 hour. All right. Now have a look. Let me show you something. When this market came and grabbed this liquidity over here, okay, here was the liquidity. Let me go to the line chart if you guys can't see it. We look at it on look at it on a few different time frames, okay? But have a look. If I just go in here, now this is where maybe there's some complexity of you're gonna say, yeah, but Jay, let me make this bigger. Yeah, but Jay, what time frame, etc., etc., etc. This is where the liquidity is at right now. I want to see some sort of leg out that breaks the previous structure. This was the market coming down here. If I was to draw a line, the market's coming down here like this. You get it? So therefore, I want to see some sort of leg out that breaks this level here. Yeah, that breaks this level here to try and give me this. Why here? Why here is this little pattern more relevant than somewhere else? Well, it's because here was where liquidity was. So it's about location. Do you understand? Even if you manage to see one somewhere else, which we can't see one somewhere else, by the way, but if we did manage to see one somewhere else, It doesn't matter because it's in the wrong location. Okay? It's in the wrong location. So we don't want to be out here looking at these things in the wrong location. We don't be out here looking at them in the right location. Sorry, I'm just trying to modify my position. I do have a position in here, and I'm trying to modify it to allow it to. I need to manage this trade. We'll do it in a minute. Let's keep an eye on it. Somebody tell me when EU starts to retrace. Okay. At the moment, I'm 4 figures in it. All right. But look, have a look. So as soon as I see this manipulation W, what am I looking for after the manipulation W? Say it out loud. If you can't remember, look at your diagram. After I see that, and maybe I'm going to maybe adjust some bits in the order, to be fair, in this order. All right. But after I see my leg out with strength and speed, what am I doing here? What's my next step? What is my next step? Somebody knows. Somebody knows what my next step is. I want you to read it out loud because I want you to really get accustomed to understanding what it is you're looking for next. Go on, what is my next step after that? After I see that strength and speed, yeah, boom, exploding from this area, yeah, all the way up to here. What is it? What am I looking for? What's number 8? I'm waiting for my price to return. And where is it going to return to? Sister Abana just said. Sister Abana said just a minute ago where the price likes to return to. Come on, give me some energy, guys.
The imbalance.
So if we're looking at this here like so, and the market's come in here, created this level, and then legged out with strength and speed, broken this area here, broken it. Okay, broken it. Now, when we see the broke, we're expecting this. This is strength and speed. This is liquidity being taken. This is a manipulation W. Here is the imbalance. We're on a 1 minute, on a 2 minute, and potentially on a 3 minute. Yeah, here is that imbalance. The market did what? Return to that imbalance. This was my entry. Have a look. And the reason why I'm asking you to tell me to manage my trade is because to look up to tell me what EU is doing. It's because we're gone. Yeah, we're gone. Currently coming up to 2 grand for the exact same strategy that we've seen over here, just based upon liquidity. Yeah, just based upon liquidity. Now, the issue here is where we are in this range. I don't love where we are in the range. I don't love the fact that we're in the middle of this bigger range. I can't lie to you. I'm not over the moon about it. And for that reason, I am going to try and secure as much monies as I possibly can of this current run. Yeah. I'm going to secure it. We've just taken a liquidity from a high. Okay. And I want to secure as much paper as possible. So if you look over here on this 1 minute time frame, I'm going to delete everything off my chart right now. No, actually, I'm not going to delete everything off my chart. Okay, I'm going to, I want to get rid of this big massive text, which is annoying me. Get rid of that. All right. Now, we can see here, when this market is pushing up here, I'm looking, right? See that right now? Right now, I'll be looking at this and I'll be saying this market is going for the liquidity. Or the liquidity. It's a way that I can manage my trades because I understand the market's always searching out liquidity. Did somebody just learn something? Did I just teach somebody something? If you're in a trade, you're like, where is this market going? And you're concerned, you don't know whether to open it. I've heard it many times, like, I don't know if I should close it now or what. I'm in good profits. Look. Nam, 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 nam. So now we've gone over all the way for that liquidity. Now I'm nearly 2.5 up. Yeah. even in this particular trade, because I don't like where we are in the range, I'm not even interested in just, you know, I'm in a full risk, all right? Is that I understand that when the market takes liquidity like now, that we may see a retracement. I'm actually thinking this market's gonna make a little bit of a stutter, and I actually think it's gonna go for this liquidity over here first and foremost. Because I didn't like the fact that we're in the middle of this bigger range. Let me try and clean up. All right, do this clean up. That's the problem with me, guys. I need to make cleaner charts. My charts do get a little bit hectic. I need to remember that you guys are trying to follow. All right. So if we go on, you know, put in some larger lines in here, larger trend lines, understanding where we are in the market. I'm going to reset this chart here by hitting this button. Then I understand the market is in a bearish energy. All right. This is EU. All right, not GU. This is EU. Okay. Now, this market, and in EU, different to GU, was over here making higher highs or higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and it got to here, and then it made this lower low, but then came up here, breaking structure here, made a lower high, but it didn't make a lower low afterwards. So therefore, the pitch, just like GU, that this market is in, is this. This is the pitch that the market is playing in. Okay, that's the pitch that the market is playing in. Okay, cool. Within that pitch, the market had bearish impulse, bullish impulse coming up here. Then it came down here making bearish impulse, breaking structure here, making a lower low, making a lower high. So here we can see over here, this market's doing this now. Oops, this market started doing this now. Lower lows, lower highs. Okay. And then we seen something happen over here. The market started to make higher lows and higher highs. So within this pitch, we can see this energy happening. So right now, understand that we got to the top of that little range of this little pitch here. Oops. Top of that little range. The market was making higher highs, higher lows. And then the market had the reaction here. And in a smaller time frame, dropping down to, say, for example, my hour, we can see that the market's been making lower lows and lower highs. And ultimately, based upon this bigger Russian doll, maybe the market's trying to get down to this white line here. Maybe. All right. So we drop down to our 15-minute time frame. And ultimately, we are a bit in the middle, which is not, I'm not over the moon about. What's going on? Why can't I move this chart? Why can't I move the chart? Okay, it's because I'm moving that. Okay, we're in the middle of this bigger range. I'm a bit like, yeah, not really over the moon about taking that trade from the middle of the range. But even then, I can still take trades purely based upon liquidity. Look where I got out. I got out whilst we were speaking, as in I was moving my stop to manage it, right over here. When and why did I get out around here? Somebody tell me. When and why did I get out kind of around that area here? Give you a clue. This previous blue box is New York high. All right, and giving us an indication. 1 second, guys. Over here. And as we got over here, we've seen the market react. 1 second. All right, so we see that the market came up here, and as it got up here, what I actually said, as I said, was going to have some sort of reaction, and I actually think that the market's going to go for this higher liquidity over here. All right, I think it's a bit of more of a compelling area over here. Okay. think that the market's actually going to have a reaction and maybe even push up again and go for this liquidity. Okay, but I'm just showing you that this entry that we got, remember, look, we got two entries. Have a look at the entries. We got an entry over here as liquidity was taken from above the Asian session. Okay, then we identified some other liquidity areas, such as here. Okay, even if we go to a larger time frame, make it a bit more easy to see. Some other areas of liquidity, such as here. Okay, and we was identifying some other ones here, and obviously here below this previous London session. Then the market came and took that liquidity in here, and when it took that liquidity and came all the way down and kissed the other liquidity, making it equal low, we was looking for what we look for, which was a break of structure W for the buy, because it was going down, that manipulation W that broke the structure with strength and speed. And as soon as we saw it in here, we understand the market was going to return back to the imbalance. So we, just by understanding that concept, yeah, even in not necessarily the greatest of areas, yeah, because I didn't like the fact that in the middle session we was able to catch a trade like here for 1 to 10, all right, in that enter in here. Why? Because as the markets opened, have a look, right when the markets open, we saw a manipulation M taking liquidity, which is from this red line here. Yeah, if I were to draw the red line in here, boom. And then we went and we understand that when we see that, price is going to return to the imbalance. And what did price do? Price returned to the imbalance. Then we took some liquidity from down here. We saw the same manipulation W. Yeah, whether or not you're seeing that manipulation W in here, which someone might maybe see it in here on a 1 minute, 2 minute value, or you're seeing it from here, 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 here. And then we waited for the price after in the right location, after liquidity's been taken, to return to the imbalance, which it did. And then now where are we going? Well, we you know, there was liquidity over here. This is an area, yes, where there's new liquidity, but really from this session, it wants to go and take a previous session's liquidity. Don't want to take its own session's liquidity. It wants to go for another session's liquidity. So what did I say here? It nammed the liquidity here, but I said that I thought it's going to make a little bit of a move here, but go for the juicy liquidity. It's exactly what it did. Fortunately, it slightly stopped me out, but it stopped me out about here. So I'd be better off now, but just ever so slightly. Now this might keep going forever into space. It might do. It may do. But I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, when it comes and it takes this liquidity here from that red line, I'm going to be interested, looking to see if I get what I'm looking for. Am I going to see, you know, some manipulation M and some returning back to that space? Is it going to be within my time frames? Is it going to be with strength and speed? I see that break. Am I going to be able to, because over here wasn't a great area, but here is a much better area. Can somebody tell me why I like this area more than down here in this middle area? Can somebody tell me why I like this area, even though I was able to catch all those trades this morning in this area, in the middle area? Can anyone tell me why I like this area more, this red box? Anybody? Can anybody tell me why I like this red area here?
Because it's next to the premium, isn't it?
It's in a premium, yo. In here was a bit, yeah, middle of the zones. I don't really love it. But right now, where that market is pushed to, which I've been blessed that I was in the sell first and then in the buy, all right, which is great. Probably both of those trades. I'm not going to tell you. All right, so we're going up here. When this market takes this liquid, and I'm not trying to say that just because it goes up there, it's going to be coming back. It might not. It might decide right now on a larger time frame, going to my hour. Oh, let's go all the way here to 4 hour. It might decide, I don't know, for whatever reason, that the market still wants to make a, I mean, I don't think so from a technical perspective. But remember, this whole energy, this whole energy in here is it's a bit ugly because we're in this range and the market's not just trading down. The market's kind of playing within this pitch and we're kind of in the middle of that pitch. So could this market decide, you know what, Jay, we want to come back up here and then do something over here and then decide we're going to come back here? It could do because it's kind of on a bigger picture, a little bit confused. Yeah, it's a little bit confused in here. Look, it was making higher highs and higher lows and higher highs. So then it just got up here and they said, you know what, in fact, this got to make lower lows and make lower highs. And then it got down here and they said, in fact, let's come back over here. It's a bit, yeah, like why don't you just do this? Or why don't you just do this? Or why don't you trade nicely consolidation in a nice, like from end to end? It's not really doing that at the moment. It's a little bit schizophrenic. And why is that? Well, we know why. There's elections. There's this happening. There's that happening. There's a lot of things happening of why that market can be a little bit schizophrenic. Yeah, no, but that range is so big that it still gives us a lot of opportunities to get involved before it's, you know, its craziness kicks in. Now, when we're looking at these markets here, for argument's sake, on a larger time, well, not on a larger time frame, let me just go back here, all right? So right now I'm looking and thinking to myself, is there an opportunity, because we're in a premium and the market's just taking liquidity to get involved with a sell, right? Now, I can't just take that trade based upon faith, based upon, you know, man shook a chicken foot and I had a dream last night that this was gonna happen and so I'm gonna get into the trade. I can't do that. We're not gamblers. We've got our rules. We have a guide. We know what we're looking for. At the moment, we are still in our high probability trading zone. All right, that yellow box is still yellow boxing. All right, we are still in that higher probability trading zone. Okay, we are in a premium. Also up here. Oh, have a look. Maybe, I'm not saying for sure, but maybe this market is going to come up here and make a lovely break of structure, manipulation M, and give me an opportunity to get in for a sell. Maybe, and that could be a fantastic entry, because this entry, unlike the ones earlier, is from a premium. And we're expecting the markets to trade from premium to discount. That's what we're expecting. Maybe, but I still have to see what I need to see before I can make that decision. And like I said, you guys have got a great little quick guide. It's not telling you everything you need to know about trading. That's what's going to come from the course material. Okay. Oops. Why is that gone over there? Why is that gone over there? How can I get it back? My screen just went mad. How can I get this screen back? It's like off the screen. Come back. Come back. Double click. No. Sorry, my other screen's just gone like to this screen, but it's not on the screen. So how do I think you can just do a range, right? Or Windows kind of tidy up. Okay, and it's not responding. Okay, something's going on. Give me a second. If I cut out, guys, just stay on the session. My computer's just panicking. Am I still live? Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, my computer's just gone nuts for a second. I'm trying to get this window, restore window. There you go. All right. Let's try and streamline life. All right, let's just streamline life. Don't laugh, bro. Don't laugh at me. Everyone's laughing at me. So Euro USD over here, like I said to you, we're in that area of a premium. And as I thought, it definitely did kick up and capture that other liquidity. And now I'm kind of wishing that I was still in the trade. That was my fault, because I really wanted to roll off some. And actually, I didn't. Yeah. I'm but I wanted to roll off some you know, it's kids off school. Yeah, so it's active. All right, but as you can see over here, we've taken this liquidity here. If we want to identify more liquidity, if we want to, that's fine. Have a look. And by us doing this, it just allows us to understand where this market might be reaching for. All right. So we're here. Show my door. Thank you, babes. All right. We're here. Market's pushed up into these levels. Remember, even though we've captured this liquidity, I can't just hit the button. I can't just be like, yeah, I'm hitting the button. I need to see what I need to see. I haven't seen that yet. You haven't heard me get excited and say, look, maybe. At the moment, this market is still doing bits. So we captured this liquidity of this first red line, nam, nam, nam. Now we've actually captured some liquidity above this red line here also, nam, nam, nam. Is it finished? I don't know. Does it want to push up here? I don't know. What else we can have? We can also go and look back here and see, is there any other reasons why this market might want to push up here? Well, if we can see on a 1 minute time frame, just above this little liquidity high here, this area of liquidity, these equal highs, we can also see imbalance. All right, so maybe if the market's going up there anyway, going to collect my money anyway, I might as well collect my imbalance money as well. You know, I might as well collect my imbalance money as well. If you really want to go there, this push here started from here, didn't necessarily break this structure straight away, kind of fraffed about. If I go to a 5 minute time frame, let's have a look. Because like I said to you, you want to see those from, you know, there's different levels of, say for example here, let's use this one. This is a nice level over here, this area. Why? Because the push that came from this area broke structure. This is how you identify whether liquidity zones, the strength of them. Good liquidity zones over less, you know, less powerful liquidity zones. This is a real point of interest over here. And have a look at the markets, which I said when we was here that the market was going to have a reaction and potentially push back up there. We've pushed up there now, and possibly we're seeing that reaction we want to see. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, seeing that reaction that we want to see. Okay, now I don't want to get in too early, just jumping in. I want to see whether or not this market, because remember, if we was looking at this based upon indication, correction, continuation, well, we have to ask ourselves, so where's the structure over here that the market's indicating past? Well, at the moment, it's quite difficult to see. I'm gonna have to start dropping down to my smaller time frames. I can see some structure personally. I can see this market, you know, coming up in here, coming down in here, coming up in here. I can. But that's on a very small time frame, and I don't think we necessarily need to get that small. All right. When we've seen this market potentially push down in here, let's wait. Like I said to you, let's wait. See what this market has to do. We don't have to. It's better for us to be late than to be early, just be jumping in based upon our own FOMO. Yeah. Is this market going to push back up in here and break some sort of structure? Make that manipulation the way I want to see it. Yeah. Is it? We shall see. We shall see. We shall see if it is. And if we miss it because it's too small, it's too fast, then we miss it. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna miss it. I think this market is gonna take it. It's gonna do something, and we'll get another opportunity in here. So for the rest of if you guys are looking, EU very similar to GU. Only difference right now is this. Have a look. Oh, it's happened already. There was some Euro news coming out, and that was 9 o'clock, that's 17 minutes ago. Okay, cool. There was some more. We got red folder USD news coming out later on at 1:30. You know, we can be in and out of the markets as we have already, taking great trades this morning based upon our education. If you was taking a trade with me, you would have been happy already. But if not, we're going to take some more trades. We still have to look for what we look for, and we want to see that liquidity has been taken here, which it has. Yeah, we are still in our trading yellow kill zone time, so we can take trades, we can pull the trigger, but we still have to see what we need to see. What we need to see is those lovely breaker structure manipulations, and sometimes they're difficult to see because they can happen quite quickly. Watch, let me show you something.
Is that a manipulation right there? Because it looks
possibly.
like
Look, this is what I was going to say to you. Yeah, look, you see, like, this is when I was saying that I can kind of see it. I didn't want to jump in here. I could see, kind of see in here, and I was kind of playing with it. Watch when we drop this time frame down to 30 seconds. Yeah, when we drop the time frame down to 30 seconds, have a look. This is a manipulation M. The leg out isn't that great, but the leg out comes. The leg out isn't that great. Where the leg out comes to here, the leg out isn't. I don't want nobody at 30 seconds. Seriously. If you miss it at 1 minute, you miss it at 1 minute. Is what it is. All right. Like, really, what I want to see here is I'd love to see another little push like this, and then like this. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see. Yeah. Now, on a smaller time frame, there is an entry possibly here as this market. And let me show you it. But I don't want you getting fiddly like this. Just understand this market has taken the liquidity. Now, someone else might just turn around and say, you know what, whenever the liquidity is taken from a great area and I see something, I'm just going to jump in the market like this. Yeah, could say that. But you don't need to. You know, you can be more discerning. Now, I'm saying to you, on a smaller time frame, I was looking at this and I could see this structure in here, but it was so small that I said, if I drop to my 30 seconds, my 15, let's just go to 30-second time frame. Yeah, is that potentially there's this here. Have a look. I just didn't really like this leg out. So I was saying, I was like umming and ahhing about this leg out. Yeah, I didn't really like it. I want to see a leg out that does that. Yeah. So I'm not even going to try and claim it. No, I'm not gonna claim it. Yeah. Is what it is. Let's wait to see what happens. If this market's going to push back up in here. All right. Remember, we are very small. You're seeing all these candles come in here, but don't get twisted. That's only 8 pips. This market can come back up in here and decide it wants to do something in here, but we want it to be clear and clean for us to be able to say, yeah, we can see it. And I can't really see on the 1 minute time frame. If we miss it and this market just goes to hell right now, well, it is what it is. Because even with our indication, correction, and continuation strategy, we'd be looking at this break of this structure here as an indication on a 1 minute time frame. It's too small for us to start going and get in trouble. It's easy in hindsight to be like, yeah, we tapped into here, there was an imbalance here. Yeah, you know, when you're getting more advanced, you could have maybe even executed here. You may have taken a chance of executing here, seeing that market. But for me personally, I didn't even see some candlestick patterns that I want to see. I can't even really see a lovely bearish engulfing up here on a 1 minute time frame. Yeah. So, you know, or doji or something like that, or a reverse. So for me, just be calm with it. I'll just be calm with it. All right. We're coming to this structure here. Are we going to break this structure here? Or are we going to push back up in here and give us some better structure to see a lovely, clean breaker structure manipulation? Or what might happen is this. This market might tank now, like this. And then when New York session comes, 2:30, we see this market come in and tapping back into that unmitigated breaker structure M, which would be this M. Yeah, it's not impossible. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm saying it's not impossible. Yeah. So for now, if I look at this now on, say, for example, the 5 minute time frame, have a look. Let me get rid of some of these lines that are in the way. You know, we can see that that market here, we can see a little, on a 5 minute time frame, we can see this doji here, which is a reversal candlestick pattern, and this bearish engulfing. We can on the 5 minute time frame. But either way, we'd be waiting for the markets to return back into these levels. Return back in here. So we'd be waiting for. Yeah? Waiting for that return. And I'm saying if this market breaks this structure here, then that return on the 5 minute time frame would be into a manipulation M on the 5 minute time frame. Yeah, but it hasn't quite broken this level yet, so we can't start singing no praises. But look on the 5 minute time frame. If this market comes and that, then it would break this structure, and then the return would be into that imbalance of that manipulation M pattern. Yeah, remember, sometimes the colors of the candles can confuse us, can get us excited, but understand that it's about the structure of the candles. It's about what the candles, the price movement, price action. Price action on 5-minute time frame here is the market went up to here, came down to here, went up to here. And if it breaks this level here, that would be a breaker structure manipulation M on the 5-minute time frame. Don't worry about the fact that all of these candles were green. It's the structure of these candles. If I showed you on a smaller time frame, it would look clearer. Look, or look at the 2 minutes. Look, looks like an M now, right? But on a 5-minute time frame, it's like, oh, I can only see green candles. Look at the structure of the candles, the price movement. So if this mark candle does come down here, cool. If it doesn't and pushes back up here straight away, then cool. Because on a smaller time frame, we might get a nice cleaner little manipulation M happening here. And then we wait for the price to return. Boom, that's our entry. And then we're going to hell. I really want to catch this entry. I'm not going to lie to you. Because it's in a premium. I like it. All right. But I don't want to get excited straight away. Because remember, the market, if it wanted to, could decide that it just wants to consolidate. Think about it for a little while. Yeah. Might decide it wants to go and grab this liquidity because it's making such a big journey. It wants to go all the way down to the bottom of the discount. Maybe it might go up here again. And then look, when it does this, look, goes and captures that liquidity, nam, 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 and then does this. What has it created? What has it created? Manipulation M. And we'd be waiting for this market to potentially come back. It will come back like this, might dance around here at this little level, tap into where the imbalance is, and then go. Like the clappers. And also, if we can see that this entry here aligns with New York session, woo, even more. New York opens and you see this tapping into that area there, boom, and then having a rejection out of it, boom. Let's hit the button. Yeah, you're getting so many confluences. Just hit the button. All right. So we're watching this now. We haven't quite broken this level. I'm watching this. It's kind of, all I'm going to do right now is pop my alert in above. No. I'm going to pop an alert in above over here. I'm going to try and pop an alert in above. It's because I've got so much going on my screen. Add an alert. I'm placing it above here. But what I'm going to do is now, once it's there, then I can drag it. See, now it's here. I can drag it down to where I want it. So I'm going to pop an alert here when it starts coming into that imbalanced little area here. Or when it decides it wants to turn around, if it decides it wants to turn around. It's unfortunate, look, because we identified this area. It's unfortunate it wasn't cleaner. Because there is this potential area that this was potential entry, but this wasn't very clean. Not something that I'd call out in a session. Maybe if I was just trading by myself, I might have, taken a little hedge there. And right now, maybe it would have been at a little 1 to 3, all right? But I'd like to see, and the thing is right now, the market is, see this structure here? The market is breaking down below that structure ever so slightly. So there's liquidity below this level, similarly. So maybe we'll see that break, making that big manipulation M, then that tap back into points of interest. Now, this area is a point of interest. Now, if this leg out pushes quite deep, this area is a previous battleground around here. Yeah, market was sitting on the price here, sitting on the price here. Market broke through it with strength and speed. This is a previous battleground. And we might see the market come here, dance a little bit, then push up into, higher imbalances before deciding, I'm ready. And that might happen later. We don't know when that might happen. I'm watching it. It's unfortunate we wasn't able to get this. Let me have a quick glimpse at GU, see if I can see any similarities, because remember I did say they're cousins and you can use one to play off the other. Let me see if GU is presenting a cleaner structure. I'm going to remove everything off my charts, cleaning it for you. All right. You can see there's session indicator stuff still here. We can see how the market in the London session, this yellow box, took this liquidity, took this liquidity, took the liquidity from above these levels. And that's where it decided in the middle of a previous New York PM session that it had enough. Let's look on a smaller time frame. Did we get that our breaker structure manipulation M nice and clean there? We got an M, all right. It wasn't as manipulated as I would have liked to have seen it. Okay. And this is just all telling me that it's very possible, guys, that this market here might want to come and tap back into this level. Okay, that this market might want to come back in here and tap back into this level. Okay, now when it taps back into this level, you might see it make a manipulation M and then tap back into here and then go. Therefore, that could be a great entry. But at the moment, it's just run off pretty aggressively after taking that liquidity from that last liquidity area there, that last red line. And we wasn't able to grab it in here. Yeah, and we've seen this leg out, push all the way down when it comes to GU and break structure. Showing me this is a very strong liquidity area. I mean, a zone over here. Yeah, area of interest. This is liquidity. So we might see this happen here. Look, this could even happen. Nam, 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 nam again. And then, all right, keep an eye on it. EU, GU, similar people. Yeah, any questions about it? Any questions about this? Any questions about this? If you don't have it, it's in the group. If you think to yourself, where do you get it from? I'll post it in the group, check. It'll be in there, all right? Any questions about this? There's a couple of mistakes we saw. I should have said high and low. Yeah, and I should have added in here to check the news. Yeah, because the news is gonna throw a spanner in the works. So you're looking at certain liquidity levels that are very, very close, but there's news coming out. Very high possibility it's gonna blast past that liquidity level and go for a higher one. Do you get what I'm saying? Like the news is gonna give it that ADHD to go and do something more than it normally does. Guys, amazing day, amazing day. Love, 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 and blessings. I'm gonna put something on over here for us to watch. Let's get rid of this. Let's do that. Remember, have a look at that document. Go through it. Any questions that you've got on it, hit me tomorrow morning and we'll go through it and try and give you clarity so that you're able to take trades. I saw you 2 trades that I took this morning, and how I took them wasn't magic, wasn't something I haven't told you. It was word for word, exactly following our strategy. All right, exactly following our strategy. So that should give you some confidence that the strategy works, confidence that you've got a guide. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna put on a podcast. I'm looking to see if there's something that makes it that is relevant. I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna put on a podcast about. I'm not putting a podcast. No, yeah, I'm gonna put on something that says it's a money expert. Says money expert, how to build wealth without leaving your job. Okay, and that's what we're gonna play. But guys, have an absolutely amazing day. Love and blessings. Hopefully, you got some good value from this session.
It was like days away from